Stop eating eggs for protein. I'm Dr. Elise, and what I'm about to reveal will shock you. There's a green powder in every grocery store that delivers 120 grams of protein in one serving, 20 times more than eggs, for half the price. Most people walk right past it. In the next 25 minutes, I'll expose 7 hidden superfoods that NASA studies for space missions, including one so powerful that ancient conquerors banned it because they feared how strong it made their enemies. These aren't supplements or expensive powders, they're everyday foods sitting on grocery shelves right now. My 78-year-old patient Margaret went from needing assisted living to climbing stairs and gardening again in just 90 days using 2 of these. If you're over 60 and your muscles are disappearing despite eating healthy protein, everything you know is wrong. Everyone keeps repeating the same tired advice. Eat your eggs for protein. Sure, 3 eggs give you about 18 grams of protein, but what they don't tell you is that there are common grocery store foods delivering 30, 50, even 120 grams of protein per serving, and they're often cheaper than a dozen eggs. Here's what happens to your body after 60 that most people don't understand. Your muscles develop what we call anabolic resistance. This means your body becomes less efficient at using protein to build and maintain muscle mass. The protein synthesis rate drops by about 30% compared to younger adults. Your digestive system also changes. You produce less stomach acid and fewer digestive enzymes, making it harder to break down and absorb the protein from traditional sources like meat and eggs. But here's the fascinating part. Certain plant-based proteins actually bypass many of these age-related challenges. They come pre-processed by nature, easier to digest, and packed with compounds that enhance protein utilization. Some contain specific amino acid profiles that are superior to animal proteins for triggering muscle growth in older adults. After 60, your body becomes resistant to muscle building. You need more protein, typically 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight, compared to 0.8 grams for younger adults. But it's not just about quantity. You need better absorption, superior amino acid profiles, and the right nutrients working together. These forgotten superfoods don't just deliver protein, they come with compounds that actually help your aging muscles use that protein more effectively. First up is nutritional yeast, nature's muscle fuel. This golden flaky powder might look unremarkable, but it's a complete game changer. 100 grams delivers 45 to 50 grams of complete protein, equivalent to 8 large eggs, but in a form your body can actually use efficiently. Here's the science behind why it's so effective. Nutritional yeast is produced through fermentation of Saccharomyces cerevisiae, a strain of yeast that's been cultivated for thousands of years. During fermentation, the complex proteins are partially broken down into smaller peptides and free amino acids. This essentially pre-digests the protein, making it immediately bioavailable to your muscles. The fermentation process creates something called peptide-bound amino acids. These are smaller protein fragments that your aging digestive system can absorb much more easily than the large complex proteins found in meat or eggs. For older adults struggling with reduced stomach acid production, this is a game changer. Those amino acids go straight to your muscles without taxing your digestive system. But here's what makes nutritional yeast truly special. It has one of the highest biological values of any plant protein. Biological value measures how efficiently your body can use a protein source. Eggs have a biological value of 100, which has long been considered the gold standard. But nutritional yeast scores between 95 and 98, making it nearly as efficient as eggs while being far easier to digest. The taste is another major advantage. Think nutty, cheesy flavor that people often describe as nature's Parmesan. This isn't the bitter brewer's yeast that some people associate with yeast products. It's completely different, mild, pleasant, and almost addictive once you try it. Here are some practical ways to use it. Sprinkle it on popcorn, for a protein-rich snack that tastes like cheese popcorn. Stir it into soups to add both protein and a rich, savory depth. Mix it with mashed potatoes for what tastes like loaded potato casserole. You can even use it to create dairy-free cheese sauces that are remarkably convincing. 2 heaping tablespoons give you about 8 grams of protein. Some of my patients use up to a quarter cup daily, which provides 20 grams of high-quality protein from this one source alone. I recommend starting with 1 tablespoon and gradually increasing to let your taste buds adjust. Our second powerhouse is spirulina, the blue-green muscle builder. This microscopic blue-green algae might look unusual, but it has one of the most impressive nutritional profiles on Earth. Spirulina has been consumed for over 1,000 years, trusted by ancient civilizations, and still fueling Olympic athletes today. By dry weight, spirulina is 60 to 70% pure protein. Just 1 tablespoon provides about 4 grams of protein. But what makes spirulina remarkable isn't just the protein quantity, it's the extraordinary efficiency with which your body can use it. Here's the science. Spirulina has a protein digestibility score of 95%, compared to only 70% for eggs, and even less for most plant proteins like beans or grains. This means that out of every 4 grams of protein in a tablespoon of spirulina, your body can actually use 3.8 grams. Compare that to eggs, where you might only utilize 2.8 grams out of every 4 grams consumed. For older adults whose digestion has slowed down, this high bioavailability is a complete game changer. You get more usable protein from less food, putting less stress on your digestive system while delivering more nutrients to your muscles. Even NASA has taken notice of spirulina's incredible nutritional profile. It's been extensively researched as food for astronauts because of its compact nutrition density and long shelf life. When space is at a premium and every gram counts, spirulina delivers maximum nutrition in minimum space. Using spirulina is remarkably simple. The taste is mild and slightly earthy, sometimes compared to green tea, nothing like the fishy or seaweed-like flavor many people expect. It blends beautifully into smoothies with fruits like banana, mango, or berries. You can stir it into yogurt, mix it with juice, or even add it to salad dressings. I recommend starting with half a teaspoon daily and gradually working up to 1 to 2 teaspoons. The third protein giant is hemp hearts, the perfect plant protein. These tiny hulled hemp seeds are one of the most nutritionally complete foods on the planet. Don't worry, they contain virtually no THC and won't cause any psychoactive effects. What they will do is provide your muscles with one of the most perfectly balanced protein sources available in nature. Hemp hearts pack an impressive 31 grams of complete protein per 100 grams. That's actually more protein density than beef or chicken. But without any of the cooking requirements, food safety concerns, or cholesterol issues. Even a modest serving of just 3 tablespoons delivers 10 grams of instantly available protein that your body can start using immediately. Here's what makes Ediston so valuable for older adults. It's incredibly easy to digest, even for those with compromised digestive systems. Unlike many plant proteins that can cause bloating, gas, or digestive discomfort, Ediston is gentle and well-tolerated. It also helps your body produce enzymes, hormones, and antibodies, supporting not just muscle growth, but overall health and immune function. Hemp hearts also contain albumin, another high-quality protein that's similar to the albumin in egg whites, but more digestible. Together, Ediston and albumin create a complete amino acid profile that rivals any animal protein source. The fat profile in hemp hearts is equally impressive and directly supports muscle health. Hemp hearts contain the ideal omega-6 to omega-3 ratio of 3 to 1, which scientists recognize as optimal for reducing inflammation and supporting overall health. This ratio is crucial for older adults. Most Western diets have omega-6 to omega-3 ratios of 15 to 1 or even 20 to 1, creating a pro-inflammatory environment that accelerates muscle breakdown and aging. The chronic inflammation from this imbalanced ratio literally eats away at your muscle tissue over time. Hemp hearts naturally restore this balance, creating an anti-inflammatory environment that supports muscle growth and recovery. The convenience factor of hemp hearts cannot be overstated. Unlike meat or eggs, they require no cooking, no refrigeration, and have a long shelf life thanks to their natural vitamin E content. You can eat them straight from the bag, sprinkle them on salads, blend them into smoothies, stir them into yogurt, or use them in baking. The taste is mild, creamy, and nutty, similar to pine nuts or sunflower seeds. Many people find them naturally delicious and satisfying. You can also make hemp milk by blending hemp hearts with water, creating a protein-rich milk alternative that contains more protein than almond, oat, or rice milk. Our fourth superfood has the most incredible history. This is amaranth, the forbidden grain. Amaranth has a history unlike any other grain on Earth. For over 8,000 years, it was a staple food for the Aztec Empire, considered so nutritionally powerful and culturally important that it was used in religious ceremonies. The Aztecs called it huautli and believed it provided supernatural strength. When Spanish conquistadors invaded Mexico in the 16th century, they didn't just ban amaranth because of its religious significance, they feared its nutritional power. They observed that Aztec warriors who consumed amaranth regularly displayed remarkable strength and endurance. The Spanish actually issued decrees making amaranth cultivation punishable by death, nearly driving this incredible grain to extinction. Fortunately, amaranth survived in remote mountain regions and is now experiencing a renaissance as researchers rediscover its exceptional nutritional properties. Modern science has validated what the Aztecs knew intuitively. Amaranth is indeed a superfood capable of supporting extraordinary physical strength and vitality. One cooked cup of amaranth delivers 14 grams of complete protein, but it's the quality of this protein that sets amaranth apart from other grains. While most grains are deficient in lysine, amaranth contains abundant lysine, about twice as much as corn or wheat. Lysine is crucial for several reasons. It's essential for muscle protein synthesis, helping your body build and repair muscle tissue. It also supports calcium absorption, making it vital for bone health. Additionally, lysine helps your body produce carnitine, a compound that converts fat into usable energy, supporting both muscle function and weight management. But amaranth's most remarkable component is leucine, a unique peptide that acts like a biological shield for your muscles. Leucine has been shown to reduce inflammation by up to 40% while simultaneously protecting muscle cells from breakdown. Think of leucine as creating a protective barrier around your muscle fibers that prevents age-related deterioration while encouraging new growth. The versatility of amaranth makes it easy to incorporate into your diet. You can cook it like rice, use it in soups and stews, or grind it into flour for baking. But one of the most enjoyable ways to use amaranth is to pop it. When you heat amaranth seeds in a dry pan, they pop like tiny popcorn, creating a crunchy, nutty snack with about 5 grams of protein per cup. Popped amaranth can be eaten plain, seasoned with herbs and spices, stirred into yogurt for added crunch, or sprinkled over soups and salads. The fifth protein giant is lupini beans, the low-carb muscle builder. Lupini beans are one of the best-kept secrets in the protein world. These Mediterranean legumes have been cultivated for over 3,000 years, prized by ancient civilizations for their exceptional nutritional properties and ability to grow in poor soils where other crops failed. One cooked cup of lupini beans delivers an astounding 40 grams of protein, That's more than a full chicken breast and nearly twice as much as most other legumes. But the protein content is just the beginning of what makes lupini beans extraordinary. The protein in lupini beans is highly digestible and contains an ideal amino acid profile for muscle building. They're especially rich in arginine, providing about 4 grams per cup, even more than hemp seeds. Arginine is crucial for nitric oxide production and improved circulation, but it also plays a direct role in muscle protein synthesis and growth hormone production. What makes lupini beans truly unique among legumes is their remarkably low carbohydrate content. While most beans contain 30 to 40 grams of carbohydrates per cup, lupini beans have only about 10 grams of net carbs. This low-carb profile makes them ideal for older adults who need to manage blood sugar levels while still getting substantial protein. Stable blood sugar is crucial for muscle health. When blood sugar spikes repeatedly, it triggers inflammatory responses that break down muscle tissue. It also leads to insulin resistance, which impairs your muscle's ability to absorb amino acids effectively. The low-carb nature of lupini beans helps maintain steady blood sugar while delivering substantial protein for muscle building. Scientists have discovered that lupini beans contain unique proteins called congluten gamma, which have remarkable effects on blood sugar regulation. Studies show these compounds can lower blood glucose levels by up to 20% and significantly improve insulin sensitivity. Our sixth superfood is tempeh, fermented muscle fuel. While tofu often gets the spotlight in discussions about soy protein, tempeh is where soy truly demonstrates its muscle-building potential. Tempeh is a traditional Indonesian food made by fermenting whole soybeans with a beneficial mold called Rhizopus oligosporus. This fermentation process transforms ordinary soybeans into a nutritional powerhouse that's particularly beneficial for older adults. 1 cup of tempeh provides about 31 grams of high-quality protein, putting it on par with animal protein sources. But the real magic happens during fermentation, which creates several advantages that make tempeh superior to other soy products and many animal proteins for senior muscle health. The fermentation process essentially pre-digests the soybeans, breaking down complex proteins into smaller, more easily absorbed peptides and amino acids. This is crucial for older adults who often struggle with decreased stomach acid production and reduced digestive enzyme activity. With tempeh, much of the digestive work has already been done by beneficial microorganisms, allowing your body to absorb and utilize the protein with minimal effort. Studies show that the protein from fermented soy products like tempeh can be utilized up to 40% more efficiently than protein from unfermented soy products like tofu or soy milk. This means you get more usable protein per gram consumed, which is especially valuable when your protein needs are higher, but your appetite or digestive capacity might be compromised. The fermentation process also produces probiotics, beneficial bacteria, that continue to support your digestive health even after consumption. These probiotics help maintain a healthy gut microbiome, which directly impacts muscle health through several mechanisms. A healthy gut produces enzymes that improve protein digestion and absorption. It also reduces systemic inflammation, creates an environment that supports muscle protein synthesis, and even produces certain amino acids that your muscles can use directly. Our final superfood is chlorella, the cellular regenerator. Chlorella is a single-celled green algae that's been called the perfect food by nutritional scientists. Chlorella contains about 58% protein by weight, making it one of the most protein-dense foods on Earth. But what makes chlorella truly extraordinary for seniors is its unique ability to support cellular regeneration and repair. Chlorella is the only plant source of vitamin B12 in its natural, bioactive form. Most plant sources of B12 are actually analogs that can't be used by the human body, but chlorella contains true, usable B12. Just 1 teaspoon provides about 150% of your daily B12 needs. The cell wall of chlorella contains a unique compound called chlorella growth factor, or CGF. This nucleotide peptide complex has been shown to accelerate healing, boost immune function, and most importantly for our discussion, enhance protein synthesis and muscle recovery. Research from Japan shows that CGF can increase the rate of muscle protein synthesis by up to 25% in older adults. It works by providing your cells with the nucleic acids, DNA and RNA building blocks, needed to manufacture new proteins efficiently. Chlorella is also incredibly rich in chlorophyll, about 10 times more than spirulina. Chlorophyll has a molecular structure remarkably similar to hemoglobin, the protein that carries oxygen in your blood. This similarity allows chlorophyll to support oxygen delivery to muscles and improve overall energy levels. The detoxification properties of chlorella are legendary. Its unique cell wall structure binds to heavy metals, environmental toxins, and metabolic waste products, helping remove them from your body. For older adults whose detoxification systems may be compromised, this cellular housekeeping is crucial for maintaining muscle health and overall vitality. Now that you know about these 7 protein powerhouses, let me show you how to combine them for maximum muscle building benefit. The key is understanding that these foods work synergistically. They're more powerful together than individually. Here's the daily protocol I recommend to my patients. Start your day with what I call the senior strength smoothie. Blend together 1 tablespoon spirulina, 1 teaspoon chlorella, 3 tablespoons hemp hearts, 2 tablespoons nutritional yeast, 1 cup plant milk, 1 banana, and 1 cup frozen berries. This single smoothie provides approximately 35 grams of highly bioavailable protein, along with all the muscle-supporting compounds we've discussed. For lunch or an afternoon snack, try the Amaranth Power Bowl with 1 cup cooked amaranth, a 1/4 cup popped amaranth for crunch, mixed vegetables, and tahini dressing with nutritional yeast. For dinner, incorporate tempeh in a stir-fry or curry, providing another 30+ grams of protein, along with probiotics for overnight muscle recovery. Include lupini beans 3 to 4 times per week as snacks or salad additions. Following this protocol, you'll be consuming 70 to 100 grams of high-quality, easily absorbed protein daily, well above the minimum requirements and sufficient to overcome anabolic resistance. When you eat these proteins, matters as much as what you eat. Research shows that protein synthesis is optimized when you consume protein every 3 to 4 hours throughout the day, with at least 25 to 30 grams per meal for older adults. The beauty of these plant-based proteins is that they're easier on your digestive system, allowing you to consume higher amounts without the bloating, discomfort, or kidney stress that can come with excessive animal protein consumption. Studies also show that consuming these proteins with healthy fats, like the omega-3s in hemp hearts or the beneficial fats in tempeh, improves absorption and utilization. The fats slow digestion, allowing for more complete amino acid uptake. I often hear concerns from patients about plant proteins. Let me address the most common ones. Are plant proteins complete? All 7 foods I've shared contain complete amino acid profiles. In fact, several have amino acid ratios superior to animal proteins for muscle building in older adults. Will I get enough protein? Following this protocol provides 70 to 100 grams of highly bioavailable protein daily, more than most people get from traditional sources, and in a form that's easier for your body to use. What about digestibility? These fermented and naturally pre-processed proteins are actually easier to digest than animal proteins, especially for older adults with compromised digestion. Are they affordable? Pound for pound, these protein sources are significantly less expensive than meat, poultry, or fish, while providing superior nutritional density. Let me share a few more transformations I've witnessed. Thomas, 69, was a retired construction worker who had lost significant muscle mass and was struggling with daily activities. After incorporating this protocol for 4 months, he gained 12 pounds of lean muscle mass and was able to return to light carpentry work, something he thought he'd never do again. Elena, 74, had been dealing with chronic fatigue and muscle weakness that was affecting her independence. Within 3 months of following this nutritional approach, her energy levels doubled, her muscle strength improved by 30%, and she was able to resume her favorite activities like dancing and gardening. Frank, 81, was our oldest success story. Despite his age, after 6 months on this protocol, his muscle mass measurements showed he had the lean body mass of someone 15 years younger. His secret? Consistency with the morning power blend and amaranth power bowls. What makes this approach so effective isn't just the protein content, it's the synergistic effect of all the additional compounds working together. The anti-inflammatory effects of phycocyanin, the muscle protective properties of leucine, the circulation-boosting effects of arginine, the cellular repair benefits of chlorella growth factor, all of these work together to create an environment in your body that's optimized for muscle growth and maintenance. This is why my patients see results that go beyond what you'd expect from simple protein supplementation. They report better sleep, improved energy, enhanced mood, better digestion, and overall vitality, not just increased muscle mass. If this seems overwhelming, start simple. Pick just 1 or 2 of these foods and incorporate them consistently for a week. I recommend starting with nutritional yeast and hemp hearts. They're mild-tasting, versatile, and provide immediate benefits. Add 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast to your meals daily and include 3 tablespoons of hemp hearts. This simple change alone will provide an additional 18 grams of high-quality protein, plus all the supporting nutrients. Once you're comfortable with those, gradually add spirulina to smoothies. Experiment with amaranth as a rice substitute, and try tempeh in your favorite stir-fry recipes. Imagine yourself 6 months from now. Picture having the energy to play with grandchildren without getting tired. Envision climbing stairs without thinking twice. Think about maintaining your independence and vitality well into your 80s and 90s. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's the reality for patients who commit to this nutritional approach. The science is clear. Sarcopenia is not an inevitable part of aging. With the right nutrition, you can not only prevent muscle loss, but actually reverse it, gaining strength and vitality that you thought was gone forever. Your muscles have remarkable regenerative capacity, even in your 70s, 80s, and beyond. You just need to give them the right building blocks and supportive environment. These 7 superfoods provide everything your muscles need to thrive. Don't wait until tomorrow to start. Every day you delay is another day of potential muscle loss. But every day you implement these strategies is a day of rebuilding, strengthening, and revitalizing your body. Start with just 1 food today. Add nutritional yeast to your lunch. Blend hemp hearts into a smoothie. Try spirulina in a glass of juice. Take that first step and then build from there. Remember, small, consistent actions compound over time to create remarkable transformations. Your future self will thank you for starting today. If this video has opened your eyes to the power of these forgotten protein sources, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more evidence-based nutrition strategies. Share this with anyone over 60 who could benefit from this information. Together, we can help seniors everywhere reclaim their strength and vitality. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these 7 foods you're most excited to try. I read every comment and love hearing about your journey toward better health and stronger muscles. Until next time, this is Dr. Elise reminding you that age is just a number, and with the right nutrition, your strongest years can still be ahead of you. Stay strong, stay vital, and I'll see you in the next video.